Hello. Hi there. All right, so we are live and on Facebook, so I am just waiting as people come on and they say hello. Hey, Norma. Hi, Kathy. Just adjusting the light here, guys. I feel like there's a shadow. Can't seem to figure out how it's causing it exactly. All right. Hi there, Jenica. Hi, Erodame. So, if you guys read the description for this video, the challenge, the couple for today is, hello, Angelica. The couple for today is Kermit and Miss Piggy. So this was from Kathy. This was one of the, hi Deborah. This was the suggestion by Kathy. And so Kathy, here's what we're doing today. I made a bunch of different beaded beads and they're in green because this is the bracelet is going to be called Kermie. Because, you know, this is for Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy would wear the green for Kermie. And so this is my Kermie bracelet. And this, I thought it'd be fun to, she tends to, if you look at pictures of Miss Piggy, she tends to wear lots of pearls. And I threw in the green rondelles. And so there's, the beads that we're making are, hi Carol, are pretty much the same. They're, I'm just using, yep, she wears pearls, exactly. So that's why I got my pearls in here. And so this is the beaded bead we're making, and this one over here is exactly the same. The only difference is I added pearls in this one, and there are no pearls in this one. So this was our couple for Valentine's challenge. This is challenge number 2, I guess. Or anyway, but they're exactly the same. So I'll show you how to make them with the pearls. So you guys, oh, I'm glad you love it, Kathy. I thought you might. Thought it'd be fun. I kind of saw the list you gave me, Kathy, and I thought, oh, I gotta do something with Kermit and Miss Piggy. So anyway, so I'll show you how to do it this way because it's basically what we're doing is crawl, but I'll use the 2 different color beads. That way you guys can see what's going on. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, this is going to be a fun little bracelet. So you can turn it, I'm going to turn it into a bracelet, but you can do pretty much anything with it. A necklace, or just turn it into a pair of earrings. Anything. Gives you a lot of different options. So to start, you want to grab your thread, and these are 3x5, the rondelles, and then the pearls are 4mm, and these are 11/0. Oh, I got a couple 8s mixed in there, but we're using just the 11s. So these are my 11/0. And I'm using my green wildfire thread, 0.006. So I'm going to start with 4 beads, and I'm just going to tie a knot before I do anything else. Oh, thank you, Angelica. All right, so there's my square knot. And hopefully, yep. All right, I did not do that right. It went around the bead. All right. This is why the one thing that gives me trepidation is making knots on camera. I don't know why I don't do it right. All right, I see the problem. I really do know how to bead, guys. I just don't know how to tie knots, apparently. Oh, for the love of God, come loose. I do this all the time. But there we go. I did it. Usually when I do the videos for YouTube, I can just go back and edit that part out when I do that. Can't do that when I'm doing this live. But there we go, I got it. So it's just a square knot. You just want to tie a knot. And then just pull the knot into one of the rondelles. And then you're going to pick up 3 beads. So it's going to be a pearl because we want those in the middle. And then our rondelle is going to come up and be the top. So this is cubic right angle weave is a stitch that we're doing. And so you're basically going to make a wall and sides for oh, thank you, Carol. No, I do not make a living with beading. I do wish that I could, but not yet. So the pearls are going to be the sides, and then our second rondelle, this rondelle here, is going to be the top, basically. So this is what we're doing. So this is one side that I just made here, and that's what I did there. Then you move over into the next bead in our base of rondelles, sorry. Like so. And then again, you want to pick up, this time it's only 2 beads because we're going to share 2 beads already here. So you pick up your pearl and the rondelle and you go through this pearl from the side you made and then back through the base again. And that gives you 2 sides of our cube here. So this bead is basically a cube, and so that's what we're doing. We're making the sides and the top of the cube. Oh, wrong one. It's this one here. And then go into the base. This one over here, it's just reversed. I put the pearls in the middle. And the rondelles on the side. Yeah, so the pearls are on the bottom and the rondelles are in the middle, is what I'm trying to say. And we're going to repeat what we just did. So you pick up a pearl and a rondelle. Oh, so the beads are 4mm pearls and 3x5 rondelles and 11/0 seed beads. All right, so I got 3 out of the 4 sides made, and this will make more sense once I get it straightened out. It's a little bit loose, but it tightens up. So this is our last bead in our base. You want to come up through that and then up into one of these pearls. And then we add in our last bead here at the top. So I'm going to pick up the rondelle and I'm going to go into the pearl on the other side here. And there, it just needs tightening, but there's our last 4th side. So you want to come back up to the top of our little cube. So go through the green rondelle from the base, then through the pearl, and then here at the top you can see these rondelles. We're making some beaded beads, Jessica. So today's couple is Miss Piggy and Kermit. They're our Valentine's couple. So Miss Piggy wears a lot of pearls, so I've got pearls in here, and I've got green for Kermit. And so what you want to do is connect all 4 of these rondelles together. So I'm coming out of the pearl here, go through all of the rondelles to connect them to each other, and that will complete our cube unit here. And then all the way around. So there is 1 unit, 1 cube. And so now I also added little seed beads on the corners on either side. So that's the next step here. So I'm coming out of this rondelle here, so I'm going to go ahead and bring these a little closer so I'm not reaching so far. So pick up one of your 11s and go into the next rondelle. And then repeat. And again, another 11. And the last 11 on this side. So one side is done. So now we're going to go over to the rondelles on the other side and add in the 11s. So once you're coming out of a rondelle, go down into the pearl. Whoops. And then into one of the rondelles here. So I just flipped it over to the other side. And we're going to add in those 11s again. Oh, there we go. Yep. And one more 11 to add after this. Yes, it'll tighten everything up. Yeah, basically what you're doing is reinforcing too, so it helps tighten it up and you get a nice tight looking little cube. So there's one side and then there is our other side here. And then all you gotta do is tie some 1/2 inch knots. So I'm making a beaded bead. And so I'm gonna go through this 11 again, going all the way around, and then make the knot between that 11 and the rondelle. So there, so I can get underneath thread and make my 1/2 inch. And I'll do one more. These beads don't get a lot of stress on them, so I don't have to worry about doing too many knots. All right, so that one is done, and there's our little, excuse me, there's our little beaded bead. So, like I said, I have several here. I can show you guys one more time. I have some more thread here, so I can definitely do it again. I know we had a couple latecomers, so I'm gonna grab some more rondelles here. Yeah, they're fun. So I made 2 types, Denise. I've made ones that have the pearls together and then ones that are just rondelles by themselves. But it's exactly the same step. I just did it with 2 different beads so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's cubic right angle weave is the stitch that we're using today. So I got my 4. All right, I'm gonna try tying this knot again. Let's see if I can do this right the first time. All right. Yay, I got it right. I don't have to undo it. So take your 4 beads, tie a knot, make a circle like this. Go through the rondelle, pull the knot in. Then what you're going to do is pick up a pearl, a rondelle, and a pearl. And go back around the same bead that your thread is coming out of. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. Oh, yeah, it's a really pretty shade of green. Go through the next rondelle. Pick up just a pearl and a rondelle this time because we already got 2 beads that we're sharing. So go through the pearl here and then back through this rondelle. And that creates 2 sides out of the 4 for our cube. So they come up like this. And then what you want to do is go into this next rondelle in the base. And we're going to repeat what we just did. So you're going to pick up a pearl and a rondelle, go through the pearl here, and then through the rondelle in the base. Then move over into the last rondelle. Go up the pearl, and we're going to add in our last bead, which is this 1 rondelle, to complete the top side. So you go down the pearl on the opposite side, and we're going to tighten everything up so it does look loose at first. So go back through the rondelle on the bottom. Oh, thank you, Norma. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. You can make a whole set with bracelets, earrings, a necklace. So I just went back up, down the rondelle and up. Now we're going to connect these rondelles that are at the top. We got to connect them to each other. So I'm just going to go through all of the rondelles. And now they're all connected, and thanks, Debbie. Yeah, it's really pretty. I like the green and the sort of creamy pearl here. Pick up your 11 and go into the next rondelle. And pick up another one. So you do this all the way around each of the rondelles here. The pearls are 4 millimeters, the rondelles are 3 by 5 millimeters. But you can use, you can interchange these pretty much with whatever you need. There you go. So one side we got the 11s in. Now we got to get to the other side. So go into the pearl and then through the rondelle. So now we're on the side that does not have the 11, so we're going to add those in on this side. And get my tail out of the way there so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to pick up an 11. And the last one. All right, so both sides are done. So these make up really, really quick. You just saw how quickly I did 2 of these. So they're quick to make, and I'm gonna go into the 11 here and then just tie a couple half-inch knots just like I did before. And do one more over here. And all right, so trim my threads. All right, so I got all these beads. I'm gonna move these 11s out of the way. Now, this next part you guys can do anything you want with it, but I'm going to string the bracelet, and I have these really big giant pearls, and I've never really quite known what to do. I did bezel one of these, so this is part of that moonflower beading tutorial, but I'm going to put a bunch of these on here. So I'm using like a bead wire here now instead, so it's for stringing. So on one side I went ahead and added a wire guard and a crimp bead to keep that in place. Then I've got my large pearl, and this pearl is about a 12 millimeter. Actually, I have my little handy dandy card, and I know I'm supposed to get this scanned, I just haven't had a chance. So for you guys, yep, it's a 12 millimeter on my little card. Hey Cheryl. And so I'm just going to put these in pretty much randomly. They're a mixture. Let's see. And I have a total of, I have 9 here, 10. Okay. So we'll do 5. Actually, 1, 2, 3. All right, and then I got my pearl in the middle. Oh, that's nice. Definitely share a picture of that, of what you made. And all right, there it is. And I'm just going to add in the big pearl here at the end. This would probably work better as a necklace because it's going to get pretty heavy with these pearls. So I may have to add a chain and turn it into a necklace. So that's another option. So you can put a clasp on this and wear it as a bracelet, or turn it into a chain. I've got my crimp and my wire guard. So you put your crimp in and bring it down at first. Go through the wire guard. And you got to come through the other side. All right, I went a little too far. Let me loosen that a bit so I can get through the crimp. So you want to go through take your wire again through the crimp, and you can feed it down. So you want to get this as tight as you can. And this takes a little maneuvering to do. So you can see I still have a little extra bit of thread there. So I'm just trying to. So what you do is you pinch the wire guard and then tug down, and it should tighten up, which is what it's done here. So you don't want to get it too tight. Yes, I made the beaded beads first. All right, and so this is good. Now what I'm going to do is take my crimp and just give it a squeeze. And I got to cut this, which I have these giant wire cutters because I couldn't find my other ones. There we go. Yeah. And so there it is. And I'm just going to add jump rings and a clasp for now, but I can, now at this point you can add jump rings and then a chain, sort of up to you how you go about it. So let me grab my tools. And you can put the jump rings in as you're putting in the wire guard. It just was a little too much to maneuver with the bead, so. And get the clasp on. Thank you, Angel. All right, and there it is. Cute little bracelet. So here it is on my wrist. Move the camera back. But there it is. It's actually not too bad. I thought it'd be kind of heavy, but it's actually not too bad in terms of weight. So not too heavy, and just a fun little bracelet for Miss Piggy and for Kermit. So she's got these big giant pearls. So I don't know if Kathy made it back. I don't think she did. So I hope you guys liked my little tutorial for our couple, Valentine's couple of Miss Piggy and Kermit. And so you guys gave me still several more couples to go through. So I've got, good night, Norma. So Norma, you gave me Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. I also have Megan and Harry, so Megan and Prince Harry, that is. And if there's anyone that I missed, let me know. Kathy gave me a large list, including Kermit and Miss Piggy. She also gave me Jack and Rose from Titanic, so I have to do that one, but I think I might save that one for actually Valentine's Day. Anyway, good night, ladies. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.